An early morning start at the Great Fish River Game Reserve in South Africa. 2 hours drive from the vet school at Amakhala, and for the students, their biggest challenge yet: to capture a 2-ton mother rhino and her 1-year-old calf and transport them to another reserve.
That's the darts we're using today, new darts, 2-inch needle. I'm going to go for a 2-milligram dose in the calf, so I want you guys to watch that anaesthetic very carefully.
Wildlife vet Dr. Will Foles takes the lead in this dangerous capture.
You all happy with the plan?
Yeah.
The students, like second-year Natalie from Edinburgh and final-year Nadia from Cambridge, are here to gain important work experience.
Okay, one more thing. As part of your progress through the course, we're issuing you with...
They'll make up part of the large ground crew needed for the rhino capture. Will takes to the skies to track down the mother and her calf. White rhino aren't native to this part of South Africa, so the last two are moving to a park north of here to help repopulate another reserve. But first, they need to find them. The students follow in the Land Rovers.
Have you got a DNA sampling kit?
So today my job is to help capture the cow rhino, and my job is to do the antibiotics, which need 200 mils, which is a lot. That's 10 injections. I'm feeling a bit nervous. It'll be fine.
Some of the younger students, like Natalie, are struggling with the responsibilities they've been given. I'm Steve Leonard, and as a vet myself, I'm here as mentor. Is there anything that you're concerned about at this point?
Just that, because I'm just from preclinical years, I've not had a shot to do anything yet, anything practical.
Have you done things like injections?
Yeah, but I've only ever done intramuscular injections on dogs and a couple of sheep.
Okay.
It doesn't compare to zebras and lions and everything else.
What's stopping you from just banging that needle in?
I don't really want to be the one that steps forward and messes it up.
Everybody has to do it for the first time. That needle has to go through.
Yeah.
Just bang it in. Finally, Will locates the two rhinos. He wants to dart them both together, but the calf separates from his mother and gallops off. The helicopter follows in pursuit, while Nadia and the other students race to keep up.
And you're seeing this massive animal running full pelt with a helicopter chasing it. I was thinking, this is the most exciting thing I've ever done.
Will manages to dart the calf. The team need to move quickly as the mother rhino will be searching for her youngster.
Okay, we can start monitoring, please, and treatments. Let's go, let's go. We need temperature fast. I want to just see how hot this animal is. The mother's busy tracking us, so the helicopter's just going to go and see where she is.
Temperature's 39.1.
Heart rate's 118.
Okay, heart 118. If it goes higher than this, we must be worried.
The noise of the helicopter keeps his mother away.
Move those boxes out the way in case we get a sudden wake up. Everyone stand back a bit, please. 1, 2, 3, go.
Even a baby rhino is too heavy to lift.
I need some guys on the back, just help that anchor up.
So he must be kept semi-sedated and walked to the trailer.
We've got this massive rhino who's over a ton in weight, and you're basically walking it on a leash like you would a dog.
You guys need to push towards me now. Come, push towards me. Okay, slowly, yeah, slowly, yeah.
He was a real character,
Slowly, yeah.
We had to rope him down.
All right, pull in the front.
The anaesthetic went really well, and we got him into the crate.
Just tell me when you're in the vein.
I just feel really bonded to the animal, and he was just absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, everyone out.
Right, out.
Voila.
With the calf safely loaded, the capture team face a more dangerous challenge: the mother rhino. She's been kept at a distance by the helicopter. Once she's been darted, the team rush to reach her.
Oh, she's very awake.
When they get to her, she's still on her feet, but the sedative is beginning to take effect. While the students watch, Will puts himself in the position of highest risk. Even a glancing blow from the horn can kill. They need to get the blindfold on to calm the massive animal.
You ready, guys?
Natalie's moment has arrived. She has 10 injections of antibiotics to give before the rhino starts to wake up.
Let's have the DNA group on this side, please. Monitoring group on that side.
It's a tough job, as rhino skin can be 45 millimeters thick.
Try and have a feel of that tail artery. See if you can pick up a pulse there.
Heart rate's the same. Stab it. So whack it in.
If you're using the same needle, you're going to struggle. Okay, pull the needle out, start again.
Even the more experienced students like Chris are stretched.
While you're monitoring, have a look at the ear veins in the back of the ears.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just like that, isn't it?
Just be patient with those veins, it sometimes comes slowly. Yeah?
It's filling up, fair enough. Oh no, it stopped.
No blood in it? Great, go.
Time's running out as the rhino starts to stir.
She's still twitchy, yeah? She's still quite awake.
All right, can we get vitals again? I'm just on the last penicillin.
You put pressure on that.
Natalie gets her final injection in, and they give just enough wake-up drug to get the rhino on her feet,
Give yourself some distance in case she jumps up. Get away from this horn.
but hopefully not be dangerous.
Okay, here she comes. Ready on the brake. Just keep your feet well away. Watch, she's going to stumble, yeah?
Rhino were hunted almost to extinction, but efforts by conservationists like Will over the past 5 decades have brought this species of southern white rhino back from the edge of extinction.
Okay. Okay, down you go.
Next, 1 mil.
Yes, I'm bleeding.
Okay.
Okay, someone from the monitoring group, get on the top there. Watch those nostrils, please.
I've never got up close to anything so big and powerful, and to have that experience is just something fantastic.
These rhino are safely on their way to a new game reserve, but with rhino horn in demand as a traditional medicine, fetching up to £175,000 on the black market, these animals are vulnerable to poaching.
I know now that I'd love to get involved in conservation work, because it's something that's always been of interest, but when you're out here, it really brings it home to you.
All these kids want his job. You know, they think it's great. These students get up every morning full of enthusiasm, and none of them are aware that it's so bad at the moment. We're on the highest status for poaching at the moment.
The idea that he could grow up and all that will happen to him is that he will be killed in a brutal way, just so that somebody can take a bit of his horn because they think that it makes them better, is just... it's just not worth thinking about.
Coming up, a first chance for Camilla.
Oh, wow.
Let's keep going. Okay, stop.
Yeah.
Pull out. Don't stab me. You're all done.
Ah, this is so cool.
And the last chance for the rhino.
After the personal contact that I'd had with him, it was one of the most gut-wrenching things I've ever had to do.
South Africa is home to more than 3/4 of the world's rhino populations, and rhino poaching is at an all-time high. Every day, at least one rhino is killed for its horn. Head vet Dr. Will Foles warns the students that the rhinos may not survive this growing threat.
I just want to expand a bit more on one of those issues, which is the current situation with rhino. We've never had rhino poaching escalate on a scale like this before in this country. And at the moment, the growth of the population in South Africa is still exceeding the deaths. But if this increase continues, we're very soon going to hit tipping point. The baby in the foreground is a male rhino that is born in Amakhala called Geza. Geza grew up on Amakhala. He was, by nature, he was a very playful little rhino, and he used to often antagonize the other rhino in the group, and then he'd shoot back underneath his mother again for protection. Because he was a male and because he'd been sired on Amakhala when he was 3.5 years old, we sold him to another reserve down the road, and that was the last time I saw him. Until I was called to a scene in February of this year. And this is basically what I had to deal with. The thing that I remember so clearly is the noise, just the noise of his breathing through that smashed face of his. And minute after minute and hour after hour, all I could hear was his breathing, and I just kept on thinking to myself, I wonder how painful each breath must be. Fortunately, I didn't have to pull the trigger, but as much of a relief as it was to see that body just fade away after the personal contact that I'd had with him. It was one of the most gut-wrenching things I've ever had to do. I now can't help but be sucked into this whole process. This is something that everyone on this planet should take responsibility for, because we've been given a second chance with Rhino. We can show that it's possible to do it. In spite of all that, if we don't do it with this animal, then I really don't know how we're going to save all the other things. So what I need you guys to do, wherever you may end up in life, is to somehow take on a bit of that responsibility.
Will's this big 6'5" guy. He's so tough. He hangs out of helicopters, and he was crying over this horrible, horrible thing.
I mean, not only that they took the horn, I mean, that's horrendous that they took that animal and they stole part of it. But the fact that they didn't think enough of it to put it out of its misery even.
He wanted to shoot it. He wanted to shoot an animal that he knew from birth. That's something a vet shouldn't have to do. Early the next morning, the students are on neighbouring Game Reserve Shamwari with resident vet Dr. Murray Stoko. Their task is an anti-poaching measure to microchip a rhino horn.
Fortunately, with all the huge poaching problems, if say someone poaches this rhino, chops off the horn, and then they get stopped in an airport somewhere, they need to just identify the horn. We're going to have to just drill a hole through the horn, basically put a little microchip inside and then just put putty or dental acrylic just to seal it up. Okay, you're doing team 2. You want to try and take blood?
Will you teach me properly?
And we'll teach you as well, because we've got 2 samples to take. Where's my next in team 2? Team 2, team 2. Okay, you're going to do respiration rate for me. Okay, who hasn't done too much in group 2 or group 1?
I don't think you've gotten to do much, have you?
Not really, but I don't want to volunteer
Okay, no. Everyone will, it's 2 weeks, so we'll get there. Okay, the second back horn.
Awesome.
It's going to be yours. They're going to drill it, you're going to drill and put it in.
Cool,
okay.
Thank you.
As you guys know all your jobs? Cool bananas.
I'm going to drill a freaking rhino horn.
Okay, we're going to go in the same 2 vehicles that we normally go in.
The team head off to the south of the reserve in search of rhino, with second-year student Camilla excited by the prospect of her first major task.
think when people meet me the first time, they just think I'm quite shy. So, like, the rangers all thought I was, very quiet and innocent and all that.
It's not long before they find a female rhino and calf in open terrain.
You can see the baby. They're so cute. Oh, I really, really, really hope this works out.
Good.
Yeah, he got it. Oh my God. Yes.
The dart's in, but the animal starts to run. Shamwari vet Dr. Johan Hubert leads the chase.
This is not ideal. Fortunately, she stayed out of the thicket.
They have to keep her in sight without frightening her until the sedative takes effect.
Oh look, she's going down.
Finally, the anaesthetic kicks in.
Oh my God, look at her. Look how high her head is.
Yeah, high head, high
Whoa! Get out of there, baby.
You want to think under the current circumstances, might just start the chance back. Yeah, I would agree.
The young calf stays close to his mother, so Murray must sedate him too.
I think we'll have to wait a few minutes for the dot to take effect.
Okay, I think you guys can get up nice and quiet, nice and slow. Someone do ears for both.
Can we touch it? I think everybody was just so genuinely happy, to be able to do something like this. They look so prehistoric and they're so unique. They're just amazing animals.
Okay, where's our drill woman?
I'm here.
there.
Just push the drill and see how it works.
Like that?
Yeah. Okay, push it properly. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to drill it in, and as you pull it out, drill as well.
Tell me stop though, so I don't, go too far.
Go, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Where do I go?
Go right there.
Here?
Yeah.
I'm not going to break anything, am I?
Don't drill, you're not going to break anything.
You promise?
Drill.
Okay. I was terrified. I kind of thought, if you drill too hard, it might break. I had never touched a rhino horn and didn't know what kind of consistency it was.
Okay, drill while you're pulling it out, eh?
Yeah, am I pulling out?
Yeah, drill out, put out. Abs. Okay, this is hard now, just hold it like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The shavings are taken for DNA testing.
You're fitting the microchip, right?
Am I doing it? Okay.
Okay, don't drop the thing out now, eh? You put it in the hole.
All the way in.
All the way.
Yeah.
Just push slowly. There we are.
Pull out?
Yeah. Right.
Is that okay?
It's in.
Yeah.
Now it must stay in.
Okay.
Okay.
But work isn't over for the students.
How's our respiration?
Antibiotics help prevent infections from the dart wound.
Just aspirate before you inject.
And Camilla also has to take a blood sample for the DNA profile.
Really? I've never done this before though.
Don't worry.
Okay. What do I do?
Okay. See the bevel of the needle?
Yeah.
Go through, and then as you go through, come up. And then you'll see on the tip here, you'll see a bit of blood. Go through. Okay, you're in. Put your needle a bit further deeper. Go.
Oh, wow.
Nice and slow. See it's coming. You're there,
Oh my
you're there.
God. How much am I? Oh my God.
Okay, keep going.
Am I stopping now?
Okay, stop. Pull out. Don't stab me.
Okay.
And just stab it in that one. Stab it in. Go. Stab.
I'm just like, what's going on?
Stab it. Stab it.
Yeah.
Okay, push. Good girl. You're done. You're all done.
This is so cool. I can't believe it. I'm almost going to start crying.
Happy cries.
It's good to be excited.
Awesome.
I guess this makes good TV, right?
That's what they want.
To be able to draw blood the first time of your life from a baby rhino ear is the most amazing moment of my life. That's the only way to describe it.
And I think Camilla loves every single second, and she's just embracing it all and just absorbing everything in. It's so nice to see.
You don't really realise how big an impact just being around wild animals has on you.
These animals are on the brink of extinction, and that means, you know, they won't come back.
People just need to wake up to the fact that this is the price of rhino hunting. What we need is people around the world to get involved.
Try not to get emotional again. Best day so far.